Okay, but I have another one to show you. Don't want to go away yet. I'm going to pass these out so you can see what they feel like and look like. My quilting is astounding, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Becky Stowers from Tennessee. I give everybody plugs, right? I mean, that's not me. I have a great machine quilter. When you're doing this particular quilt, like I said, you start with 8 pieces, 8 different colors. Here's your pie. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your next color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very simple, very easy to do. Everyone enjoys doing it. You do the same method by flipping one over on top of the other. This was done a little bit different than the way that I had done it. Penny, you did this, right?
Well, that's if you want to use the double. On the other
Yeah.
side, I didn't use 8 because the board was big. So I
Okay.
it's the same.
If you want to do a double, you can do that as well, but I did it single and double, and I will pass the double around to you so that you can see it in your hands. But if you do the double and you use the number 3 template, which is the big one, you have enough left over to do a mini at the same time. So look at those. Those are pretty cool. You're going to use the same technique. Once you've cut your strips, flip one on top of the other, mark it, pin it. Very, very important to mark it and pin it. Because when you do that, it comes out precise. And they all feel, you know, all the quilters want to have everything come out as close to perfect as we possibly can make it. And it does. It comes out absolutely phenomenal. Now I have a quilt. You can just drop it. This is a 6-hour class. 4 fabrics. So that's just another way of doing your 8-pointed star. You have 1 fabric in the middle, and you have 3 coming out here. So, I mean, you just look at it and you just imagine all the different things that you can do. Very simple. I'll pass this around because it's so little.
Then you learn how to machine quilt it yourself.
They can machine quilt it
Maybe the
themselves.
second part of the
Sure. And you can just pass it around.
I can't.
Any questions on the rhombus tool?
That's beautiful.
Let's take the little mini and we'll pass that around as well. Okay.
This is a good 6-hour class.
Meredith?
Do you recommend any certain marking or pin? So
I like the Pigma pen myself.
Okay.
I really like, because it doesn't bleed, and mark right on the seam.
On the seam,
When you're
okay.
pinning, pin right through the seam, not on the side of it, right through your dot and right through the seam.
Okay.
I have 1 section right here. This is the one of the 8 pies. So you can check it out on the back. You can see what that looks like.
You can use that tool to make the 8-point star to get it to go in the other direction too. You know, not to have the wide width, but to go the other way.
Yep, you can easily do that because you're going from in to 4, and then you take 4 and go that way. Okay, so that's what makes your pie looks like this.
That looks like you've got your seams pressed open.
On this one, she pressed it open. That's for a visual for you to see.
Okay, and these aren't, and they're still not lumpy.
Nope. That's what I want you to feel on the center of that small quilt, because that's really important. Did you feel that?
No.
Just as flat. In the pattern, it will show you how to make that come out perfect like that, because we have pictures in the pattern as well as all the diagrams that you're now looking at, and everything that I've explained right here are all in the pattern.
PJ, could you show them how you square it off, that it literally cuts it, it's on a straight grain?
Just for a second. Would you pull this one back up again? Once you have your pies made, see how they hang up on the top here? You're saying, oh God, now what am I going to do with all those little pieces? You're going to come up right to this piece right here, no, right up here, I'm sorry. And you measure a 1/4 inch up from your seam right here, and you just cut them off. So that's what makes it look like this, okay? When you have 8 of these,
Oh, I see, she just chopped.
when you have 8 of these, it's gonna go like this, down the sides and then like that. You take 2 18-inch squares, cut them once on the diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. No Y seams, no settings or anything.
The pattern is all in with the template?
No, the template is separate. The template will show you exactly what I show you here, but it doesn't give you the whole directions on how to do.
Okay, there's the pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Here's that one. There's that one. There's this one. And this one.
Okay.
Very, very simple. Let's go back to Maddie B's 1 second, if you would, please. One thing I like to explain to people is, because it's a rhombus, you have 2 different angles. Note your top and your side set-ins. They're different shapes. That's when you take your number 3 template, cut your pieces out, cut some of them in half this way, that's your top and bottom, cut some this way, those are your side set-ins.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no measurement on that either. All the math is done for you in all the templates. And I think that's a big, big percentage for people when they don't have to figure out how you're gonna do this and how you're gonna do that. So for whichever size that you wanna make, they're all in the pattern. Any other questions?
Beautiful.
Yes,
Do you
Meredith?
do workshops?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I travel all over the United States teaching, so if you're interested, you'd be sure to stop by the checker booth. I have portfolios that I can send out to you. Also, there's a book coming out in November on PA1, CGR PA1, which will have 12 more projects using the template.
Oh, okay.
In November?
In November, it'll be introduced at market. It'll probably be available to the public, I would say, probably January. But that's for the CGR PA1. Also, I have a line of fabric coming out in the fall, which will be hopefully in the book, so that you'll have the opportunity to see what to do. This is by Henry Glass. So that'll give you an idea of how to do a whole bedroom ensemble using the template. You know, that's going to have a bed skirt and drapes, you know, pillows, everything, so that people will know it's not a one-time deal. That once you buy the template, there's many things that you can do with it.
You just
Could you
have
tell
to
us the fabric? Because it's from what, the 1700s? The reproduction, it's a reproduction?
It's a French reproduction, 1800s. So totally different than the 1800s that we have in the United States. But that's what I like to do. I think, and these are project sheets, and the fabric is done by Henry Glass.
That's beautiful.
Any other questions?
See, and her name is Pat, and
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.